guys, should we give you a little demo? So it's about 11:30 at night. We ran out of some dialysis equipment, so Jay's had to go all the way to the hospital, go and pick it up. Luckily there was a nurse on that we knew.
One of these things.
Yeah, so a canister. So this is basically the dialysate that... What does this actually do, baby?
It mixes in with the fluids in the machine, so it cleans you. Think of it as like a salt.
Like what?
Almost like a salt thing. Like
Guys, you notice how low Jay talks?
I've mentioned this in the when I was cooking.
We've got a gluten-free what do we eat in 2 days. I don't know why I did 2 days, but I did. I still need to film a dinner, but I've got that for tomorrow, baby. Yeah. So right. So this is the cassette. So you have blue and red. Think of it as the little valves in your heart. And then all this goes in. So how long does it normally take to do, baby?
Well, setting it.
Yeah.
About 20-ish minutes, 20 minutes,
Yeah.
half an hour.
Because we normally go on about midnight, because that's a comfortable time for me to go to sleep.
Because we're on for 8 hours, then
Yeah.
we get up at 8.
So guys, this is nocturnal dialysis. There's lots of different types. So obviously a lot of people have this 3 to 4 hours in the hospital for 3, 4 days or 5 days in some cases, don't they? Or some people do 5 hours. It just all depends on your treatment and how you are, your size, your health. So what we have down here, this is the like little... So we have water machines. What's this one, baby? The blue one?
Blue one?
Yeah.
That's the water softener.
So this is the water softener, and this is that the RO machine?
It is indeed.
And then basically, here's the wires. It completely filters, cleans it, and then goes down them drains. Sorry, we're just literally just stuck. I really miss this bedroom. It's actually my favourite room in the house. And well, it's been taken over. I have my little shoes here, look. These are all my boots. My docks are missing in the middle. I have my 3 pairs of dock boots that... Ah! God. Yep. I just fell. So I'll show you what it looks like when we are needling and when the machine is fully set up. Guys, comment below. It's Wally, isn't it?
It's definitely not
Wally! It's Wally!
It's not Wally, it's not like Where's Wally?
No, it's Wally.
I think that's just because he says it weird. It's
Wally.
spelled Wally. I swear it is.
Beautiful. What?
I said you still... Oh, sorry guys. This is very in your face.
You look like you're picking people.
Oh, I dropped it. I got it. Hello.
Hello guys. So this is the bit where Big J will basically
Press go.
So guys, I'm just going to show you the end result, kind of.
End result?
Well, no.
It's in Blue Peter. There's one I made earlier.
Blue Peter. Baby, I don't have a Blue Peter badge.
I'll get you one.
Okay, so when you're on nighttime dialysis, you need to keep your arm well wrapped up so I don't pull it and stuff in the night. So we have this bandage. It is meant to be a lot tighter of recommendations of my nurse, but that hurts my arm, so we do it like this. I'm a pretty good still sleeper, so it's cool.
Still sleeper.
Yeah, so I don't really pull on it. I do even lay on it, really. And then we have something called a Venac patch. Now
this is the bane of my life. This little thing here is a really fancy sensor. So it's this little patch that sits underneath the needle and round. Now it's got two sensors on it. This clips on, and this detects it. This also then sends a thing up here to this. So what this does, if for any reason during the night one of Jade's needles comes loose or anything like that, and there's any blood detected or water, any form of wetness, moisture to the patch, and it stops the entire machine. So it's pretty
because I could basically bleed out
in under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's rather speedy. You've got to stay vigilant, although it's super hypersensitive. If I've, say, worn the gloves and had a slight bit of saline on it, that would be it. It would set it off, and it'd just beep and beep and beep. And sometimes it just beeps for no apparent reason. Don't it, darling? You napping there?
Yeah, so I have a headache, and I'm thirsty, and
I'll make you a tea. Get you a hot water bottle.
I've got a lot of fluid on, so I shouldn't really.
You should have the tea though.
I know. On dialysis I should.
So I'll get you a tea, get you a hot water bottle, set your fan up, take the glasses off your head, and then.
I love you, baby.
I love you too. Oh. And the countdown begins.
Hey guys!
Hello.
And welcome back to my channel. I should say our channel actually, because we do videos together quite a lot. Yeah. So I'm going to get straight into it and basically tell you what this video is about. You'll be able to see from obviously the caption that it's all about dialysis. So we're going to be discussing a few bits. What types of dialysis, what is dialysis, what's the types of dialysis, and the effects of dialysis emotionally and health-wise. So I'm going to get straight on into the video. And first of all, we're going to discuss what is dialysis. So take it away, Jay.
So dialysis is a type of treatment for people who suffer from kidney failure. So once your kidneys decide they no longer want to play fair, obviously your kidneys regulate toxins in your body.
Urea.
Yeah, so everything, any dirt that you might be inside you.
What you wee out.
Yeah, get filtered through your kidney, and then you get rid of it by weeing. Now, once you've got kidney failure, your kidneys cease to work, and they just don't like to do their job properly. So dialysis is a way that you can filter the blood without, well, so you don't die basically.
Yeah.
Made simply. So dialysis is basically acts as a giant kidney. It's a big machine that essentially acts as a kidney that you connect up to. So you connect up with, well, in Jade's type of dialysis, 2 needles, a top one and a bottom one. One draws blood out and one brings blood back in. So it filters through in a circuit. All your blood gets filtered through a little kidney, which we showed you yesterday. Inside there is a bunch of little millions and millions of little fibres that basically act as, imagine like a sieve. If you're making pancake mix and you pour it through the sieve, any little lumps, that's what it doesn't let through. So it only lets the clean blood through, stops all the toxins, basically acts as a kidney.
So there's not just one form of dialysis. There's actually, well, there's 2 forms. There's peritoneal dialysis, which is basically a tube that goes into your peritoneum, and that's done by water. I was on that when I was younger, and it caused quite a lot of infections, such as peritonitis, which I had. You get fibre, protein, that come out into the water bags. So essentially it's taking all the dirt by using water, and that's connected by it's a machine that looks like a little printer
It does, doesn't it? It looks like a
Yeah,
scanner.
but as an adult, as a child, I had a machine, but as an adult, you don't actually have a machine all the time now. You literally just drain water bags throughout the day or any time according to your lifestyle. I didn't want that dialysis this time. How long have I been on dialysis this time?
5 years?
So it's getting up to 5 years, and obviously I've chosen something called hemodialysis, which is used by blood, and these are a lot bigger machines. There's 3 types. Is there 3 or 4 types of these ones?
I'd
Well,
assume
there's
there's a few.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Our hospital has 3
yeah.
3 machines that they actually use, and the NX stage.
Yeah, so
Which is,
a newer
they've
form of
they've not got many
dialysis.
people on that.
So basically, you've got the peritoneum, like I said, which is done at home. That's not done at the hospital, not done at the unit. It's done at home, however you please to do it. And this is probably the most popular dialysis, to be honest, in younger people, in people that have jobs.
People with very active lifestyles,
active lifestyle.
they've got to go to work a lot, or
Yeah, so...
this often fits their lifestyle better.
But obviously, because I've been on that before and it didn't work out for me, I felt very full because I'm quite small, because obviously you keep the saline in your stomach to get all the toxins out. So I decided to go on hemodialysis, which is the one you do at the hospital. Now, a lot of older people do this because obviously the treatment's done for them. They go to hospital, they go home, it's done. You don't have to think about it. But obviously there still is a lot of young people on it. Now,
more than you'd think.
Yeah, more than you think. Like, a lot of people, when Jade was at the hospital waiting for me, they'd be like, what are you doing here? And
You
they'd
go
be like,
outside for a cigarette, and you get chatting to people who are also there, and they're like, "Oh, what are you here for?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, my girlfriend's on dialysis," and then they'd look at me like,
how old is she?
Because they all expect her to be like 70 years old.
But that's not always the case. So a lot of young people now are going home on hemodialysis, such as myself. I was on it on the day, so you do 3 to 4 times a week.
For 3-4 hours at a time. In the unit.
And well, that's in the unit. You can do...
And I thought you was going to...
He messed up, guys. He messed up. So yeah, you can do 3 to 4 hours in the dialysis unit, or some people do 5 depending on their size actually. Like if you're a big dude or you're a big girl, you need more dialysis to clear them toxins. I did 3 hours 4 times a week, so it just depends on the person and their prescription.
Usually a minimum of 12 hours of dialysis per week.
Like inevitably, you need 12 hours. Or your levels will start shooting up and you'll start feeling like shit. Even though I do feel like shit on it, but you know, beep, beep, beep. I just swore quite a lot.
Beep, beep, beep.
So anyway, as I was saying, I'm getting a bit sidetracked because there's so much to get out. So I've come home on dialysis, and to start with, I was doing what I was doing at the hospital. So 4 times a week for 3 hours, vice versa, whenever we felt like it, whenever I had fluid on. Because when you're on dialysis, you don't actually wee. Well, some people do. I don't personally. It just depends on the person and their situation. So obviously, all my fluid builds up inside of me. So I was doing a lot more hours than the average, maybe, prescription. A little time passed. I think we was at home for about a year. Sorry, guys. The camera just died. So, what was I saying? I literally cannot remember.
Types of dialysis.
Yes,
going home.
Oh yeah, so now I'm at home on nocturnal dialysis, which basically means I do it for 8 hours overnight. Now, when I was a child, when I did peritoneum dialysis, like what I've just spoke about, that was done overnight as well, but I don't think a lot of people do it overnight now. They can, obviously, if they've got a machine. It just depends. So anyway, I'm at home on nocturnal, which is 8 hours overnight, which is a lot slower, it's a lot better for the heart, and I can actually eat what I want now. We're going to talk about food when you're on dialysis, which is called a renal diet, in another, we might do like a little series in another video, so I'm not going to get onto that, but basically I can eat what I want now. I can't drink what I want, I'm still on a fluid restriction, but yeah, and the benefits of nocturnal dialysis are absolutely insane. I feel completely different. I still don't feel great, but I can get out of bed in the morning. Basically. So that's the types of dialysis. I think we've touched on most of that. Now Jay's going to talk about the emotional effects of dialysis and how he sees me, because I'm one of them people that are very go, 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 and then I'll just crash. So I don't see. Sorry, phone
Very
keeps going off. So Jay's going to talk about the effects of dialysis now.
I see Jade getting progressively worse when she's not had dialysis, because as the build-up of fluid and toxins, I feel like you're going to say something.
No, I'm just listening.
You were just a bit...
Maybe you should speak up a little bit. With his monotone voice. I'm sorry. Go on, speak up. No crying, go on.
So, because of the type Jade does of dialysis, my words are all over the place. 8 hours, 4 times a week, we go on one day, miss a day, go on a day. So during that, say, 24 hours that Jade's not on dialysis, the later through that day goes, you can tell, because Jade will start getting a bit puffier, she gets a bit more tired, she can get a bit, meow.
Oh, can I? Bit ratty.
A little.
Yeah,
And a bit stressed and a bit worked up, because she just tries to continuously do things to try and not think about the fact that she needs dialysis. So then she'll paint something for no real reason. Just she'll be like, I should do this. And I think that's mostly because she's just trying to avoid the feeling of dirt.
the feeling of dirt, I love that.
Honestly, I don't know how it feels because I'm not on it myself, but I imagine you just feel a bit heavy and dirty and a bit like, ugh.
Well, if I can describe it, guys, it's almost like you've got this massive bag of sugar and it's just weighing you down. So in your head, like, because the fluid can actually go to your head and you can't concentrate. It feels like there's just a massive bag of sugar resting on my brain. I can't remember things. I can't think straight. And you just feel extremely sluggish. So I do things to obviously occupy myself. So this is one of the things, guys. Can't get your words out straight and think straight. This is one of the things. Me and my group of dialysis friends, as we call it, dialysis group, we all have pretty much the same things in common, like memory. We get quite angry quite a lot. I'm not too bad on the anger front though. I don't think. Oh, well, apparently I am.
Depends.
It's him, not me.
Of course.
Okay. So yeah, memory's really bad, and obviously with my other condition, it affects my memory anyway. So I've just got a double whammy. But yeah, so the effects, but the benefits.
Benefits.
Well, one, I'm alive.
Jade's very much alive. She's doing well. There's a bit of music behind us there. So Jade's very much alive. She can. One of the main benefits to doing any form of dialysis at home, as opposed to the unit. In the unit, you'll have a set slot. So when we was there, Jade's slot would be 6 o'clock at night. So you had to be there at 6 till 10. So you couldn't make any plans. No. Or if like your slot happens to be in the afternoon slot, which is like 12 till 4, you can't really do much beforehand, and you can't really do much afterwards.
No, so it really takes away your life.
Being at home, you can fit it around your lifestyle. Like when we first initially went home on dialysis, if we was busy in the day, it didn't matter, because we could go on dialysis. We could start dialysis at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like you can work around any plans you've got. You then have the freedom to choose when you go on. So if you have, I don't know, let's say, like when we went out the other weekend.
Yeah.
If Jade's not feeling very well and she's had a couple of drinks and she's like, oh, I'm a bit fluidy now, we don't have to wait to go on. We can just be like, you know what,
horrible.
Get up and we'll get on. We'll blitz the 8 hours, and all right, we've done it in the day, but you still.
Yeah. So I would definitely recommend being at home, but I wouldn't recommend being at home if you don't have a partner.
Yeah, if you're on your own.
No, do not do it.
I wouldn't.
It's very lonely. It's quite isolating, and.
More importantly, just if you have any issues.
Yeah, but so many people do it at home on their own.
I know, but it's wild to me because like I've watched Jade pass out on dialysis from in a 30-second window. She can go, I don't feel very well, to being unconscious. If this happens and you're on your own.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen to that many
No, it
people,
doesn't
does
happen.
it?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're going on off your experience,
Yeah.
and with that happening, obviously that's the only person.
Guys,
I've
that
seen
just
it,
basically
but-
means that your blood pressure drops and you're taking too much fluid off, which your body
Mhm.
can't handle, which happens to me quite a lot because we have quite a few issues with my weight. Because
all you do is eat, but yet you're still really small, so we don't know
yeah, like
where
I'm
your
super
weight
slim,
is.
but all I do is eat. So I'll eat before I go on the machine and weigh, and then we buggered it really because we don't actually know how much I weigh, like fluid content because it's food. So yeah, that's the effects. Obviously, the positive effects, like
How
we
do
just
you
mentioned.
feel it affects you?
It's really difficult to subscribe. Yeah,
Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Leave a comment down
yeah,
below.
it's really difficult to say because, like I just said about the bag of sugar on my head, I might leave that for another video because I think this video is quite long now. Yeah.
Okay.
So, guys.
This was an introduction to dialysis.
Yeah, so it was a little 101 on what dialysis is, what types of dialysis, and some of the effects. If you're interested in seeing any more videos like this,
We can put together a little
montage or a series, a
Just-
montage.
Montage.
Alright guys, so thank you for watching and please subscribe. Give it a big thumbs up if you thought this video was a bit decent, you know.
Just a bit.
Yeah, just a bit decent. It's kind of all over the shop. All we're doing is blah, 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 blah. So yeah guys, I will see you in our next video. Bye bye.